The new Oakley Meta Vanguard up against the BleeqUp Ranger. And I have to be honest here, as much as I like what Meta is doing, BleeqUp, I think, are the ones that are actually listening to consumers, because this can do something that no Meta glasses can do. In fact, it can do many things that these cannot do. And I think you guys know where I'm headed with this. First, let's go ahead and go over the actual glasses. The Oakley Vanguards are much larger and wider than the Rangers, which might look odd on some faces. I personally think the Rangers fit me better than the Vanguard. What do you think? The extra size of the Oakleys also means more weight. So the Rangers are 49 grams, whereas the Vanguards are 66 grams. Now, this is easily noticeable not only when you pick them up, but when you're wearing them in general, especially if you're running. I own a lot of pairs of Oakleys, like just normal non-smart Oakley glasses, and they usually fit my face well, but I don't know what it is with this design, but whenever, and plus the arms are kind of hard to extend out. There's not really a lot of give, so it's not really comfortable. I don't know, and it kind of, I guess the extra weight, stop playing music. The extra weight kind of sits right on the bone of my nose, and after an extended period of time, I have to kind of readjust it a little bit, because it's I don't know what it is. I really thought those were going to be way more comfy, but these, I mean, they just sit so well, at least right here on the nose area. And by the way, both of these glasses do have that little non-stick nose pad. And those things work, man. These things will not slide down your face at all. But in general, I found that the longer I wear these glasses, the Rangers are just a little bit more comfy. Again, this does depend on your face, so I can't, say that for everyone. Now, obviously, looks are subjective, but I really do like the thin profile of the Rangers compared to the more thicker profile on the Oakleys. Again, maybe this has to do with comfort, but because of the arms or the temples, it's so thin my camera can't even focus on it. There, okay, so because of the temples on the Rangers, they're so thin, I guess that kind of what adds to the comfort the longer period of time. But again, that's subjective. You might like the thicker ones. I like the thin ones personally, but yeah, let me know down below, which ones do you prefer? One thing is kind of important is that the Rangers against the Oakleys, the Rangers come with more variety in terms of lenses. So you have 9 interchangeable lenses, 7 shading, and 2 photochromatic, including some high-end ZEISS options. But to even add things further for the Rangers, they even come with a little insert for prescription glasses. This little insert just hooks up to the inside of the glasses, and bam! You're now wearing smart AI glasses with a camera and prescription. That's awesome. Now, in terms of video, the Vanguards, they do have a slight edge. They can record at 60 FPS, whereas the Rangers can record at 30 FPS. However, this was foreshadowing, right? The intro to the video. What did I say? The Rangers can do something that these cannot, right? Check this out. Horizontal video. That's right. I can't believe we finally get a true horizontal POV shot. I mean, this is so much better than vertical video, especially for things like YouTube, because with the Vanguards or any other Meta glasses, if you upload to YouTube, this is how the shot is going to look like. Hello, black bars. If you do want to record vertical video on the Rangers, you can do that as well, so you can still enjoy uploading without cropping the video in. But also, check this out. So with the Vanguards, you can record up to 1, 3, and 5 minutes if you're using 1080p 30. If you choose 1080p 60, you can either do 1 minute or 3 minutes. But with the Rangers, you ready? This is just funny to me, because if they can do it, why can't Meta? Why? Anyway, with these 1 hour of non-stop recording, basically until the battery dies, 1 hour non-stop video. And if you get the battery pack, 5 hours, up to 5 hours of non-stop video. Why are these limited to 5 minutes? Why are these limited to vertical video? I really don't get it. Meanwhile, this company comes out of nowhere and says, hey, Here's everything you've been asking for. I know it may seem like I'm glazing these, but how can I not? These are sports glasses with a camera. Its main thing is to be 1, be great and comfy glasses, which they are, 2, record good video, which they do, and 3, have great battery life, and these do. Now, the Oakleys do come with a charging case for on-the-go charging, which kind of makes sense because, yeah, Oakley Meta, they did upgrade the battery life of the Vanguards compared to the other Oakley glasses, and especially the Ray-Bans. But obviously it's still not as good, so having a charging case is kind of needed if you're going out like for the entire day. The Rangers, they don't come with a charging case. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit disappointed, but then when I started using these, I realized the battery is good anyway. Like, I don't even need a charging case for whenever I go out the entire day. The way you charge the Rangers is via this magnetic puck, and it takes about an hour to fully charge compared to maybe about 5-10 minutes more on the Vanguard. Not a big deal, but something to know. And right now I am filming from the Rangers. Again, let me know the quality of the sound. I'm gonna start running here in a few seconds, but my Oakleys got caught. There we go. All right, so now let's go for a run to test out the stabilization, which I'm kind of curious on. So let's go ahead. So keep in mind the stabilization as well as the audio. I just choked on my spit. That was disgusting. I am obviously breathing hard. I'm running, so let me know how my voice sounds and if the microphones are picking up a lot of my breathing or not. And I just noticed it's actually starting to snow. I'm very, very cold. And now we're shooting with the Vanguards. Automatically, I already see a massive weight difference, and I feel like it pops my ears out a little bit because the tempos are a little thick. That's why I like these, because look how thin they are. Like, they're comfy. They're lighter, they're comfy. So again, let's go ahead and test out the audio, the video. Let me know which one looks best. Let's go for a quick run. I'm actually noticing these are bouncing off of my nose every time I step. So I am so out of shape. But yeah, so this is a little comparison. Cars are going by. Hopefully you guys can hear my voice. Also, another thing I noticed with the Vanguards, the button placement is so weird because it's on the bottom over here. So when you go to take them off or put them on, you end up accidentally pressing this button, which takes a picture or a video. I found myself accidentally pressing it a lot. So do keep that in mind. But again, with the Rangers, I really like how you can record landscape because, landscape, horizontal. It just, I don't know, it makes the experience a little bit better. It kind of really feels like a POV because of how wide it is instead of just a vertical video, you know? Like, this is so good. I don't understand why Meta doesn't implement horizontal video. On the Rangers, you have a physical button that's more towards the ear, so accidental touches are not gonna happen. Press for a photo, press and hold for video. On the other side, that's the button that powers on and off the Rangers, and just like the Vanguards, you can also use swipe controls such as changing music, answering calls, increasing and decreasing the volume. Speaking of volume, how's the audio quality coming from the speakers? Both of these really good. I have the first gen Meta Ray-Ban, the first gen, and they're kind of like, not really that good. But both of these, fantastic. But keep in mind, these are air conducting, so if you have the music up at 100%, people around you will hear it, but I would say at around 50-60%, it's pretty much private. Another neat trick with the Rangers is that if you know someone else with the Rangers, you can use the walkie-talkie feature if they join your channel. So if you're out riding bikes together, you don't have to yell at the other person for them to hear you. They'll hear you through the glasses. That's so cool. Now, when it comes to AI, I would say the Vanguards are a little bit more like implemented with AI. So you can do, I mean, I never really use it, to be honest, but you can do things like if you look at a box, you can say, hey Meta, what am I looking at? It'll take a photo and it'll say, oh, you're looking at a box or something like that. So it's a little bit more integrated that way. However, it is using Meta's own AI. You know, a lot of people don't really trust Meta with privacy, right? They've had some oopsies back in the day, and a lot of people are still kind of, you know, they kind of feel that. Rangers, on the other hand, they connect to whatever assistant your phone is using. So if you're using an iPhone, it'll connect to Siri. If you're using an Android phone, it'll connect to Google Gemini. So, you know, do with that information as you will. All in all, I feel like the Rangers aren't just, you know, your typical smart eyewear. It's pretty much a sports tool. And I also love how they do provide more customizations, like such as choosing between vertical and horizontal video. And I also love the battery life as well as the ability to record long sessions, and the comfort and of course the clarity of the ZEISS lenses. I don't know, call me a fanboy, I don't care, I love them. So what do you think of the Rangers compared to the Vanguards? Which one would you choose? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely click that like button. It's free for you, but it helps me and the channel out a lot, and I always truly appreciate it. And if you're new here and you like no BS review videos, definitely subscribe. And as always, this was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.